Hello guys, it's Bean here and I'm back with another video, and today I have r/Tales from Tech Support. And you guys might be wondering why I haven't been uploading. Well, it's because I've been trying to get collaborations and stuff, have fun with other Reddit YouTubers and try to get a collaboration, so build up the Reddit community because there is none. And you might be wondering, no one's hearing this video because you don't hear any other voices. Why am I uploading this? Well, I have an exam on Tuesday and I'm procrastinating as hell. I don't want to do it. So you guys got this free video. Let's get into it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let's do this. This one's titled, "My data hasn't been working for 20 minutes and I want compensation." So, I had a customer call me up on mobile tech support with the problem that his data wasn't working for 20 minutes. Pretty quickly, I find out why. He had accidentally turned off his data on the mobile phone menu, which happens a lot, but usually the customer goes, "Oops, silly me." So, this customer starts demanding that he wants compensation for his time without service and being very rude about it. After a couple of minutes, he's not taking this as something we did, but his mistake as an answer. So, I get an idea. I tell him I'm going to speak to my manager. I went up to my manager, explained what's happening. He says the customer's being ridiculous and I said, "Listen, I have this idea for him. Are you okay with this?" Then I explained my idea. "Are you kidding me? Let me get on call and listen before you can go back. I want to hear this." I go back to the phone. He gave me the thumbs up and that he was ready to listen, and I proceeded. "Right, sir. I just had a word with my manager and I've managed to swing something for you. So let's break this down. You pay us $39.99 a month for 3 services, call, text, data. So let's divide your bill by 3. That gives us 13.33. So let's divide further by 30 days to give 44 pence for your daily data. Now, you had your data turned off for 20 minutes, but for the purpose of this, I round it up to an hour. So we just need to divide that by 44 pence by 24 hours. So that means you're looking at a compensation of 1.8 pence. So let's just say 2. I looked over at my manager and during this he was covering his mouth with laughter. The customer goes, "Are you having a fucking laugh?" "No sir, the maths is there." "Go on, then I'll take it." Edit. Yay! My first gold. Thank you, kind person. I have done this before. I hate companies that do this. No, I'm not talking about this company Pacific, but have you ever gone to somewhere where they go 50% sale or something and then they fucking lie about the prices? I've had this with Virgin Media. I kid you not, if you call them and ask for a discount, they'll give it. But you have to wait in a long line and they know people won't do it and they'll charge you extra. This one's titled, "A Good Answer for When You're Pulled Over." I hope you'll forgive me for a third-hand story, but I'm one of those evil developers, not a support per SE, but I thought you'd enjoy the story anyways. So this happened to a colleague of a colleague, Hero, our hero, cop, a representative of our hard-worked law enforcement agency. So, Hero is happily speeding along in his car, running a few yellow lights, a bit late, etc. Finally, the law catches up to him and pulls him over. Here's how the conversation went. "Cop, can I see your driving license please?" Hero, with a smug grin, "Certainly, here it is officer." The cop takes the license back to the motorcycle and speaks into the radio. The hero, "It's not gonna help you any though." Cop with no reaction. "What do you mean?" Hero with a wider grin. "The server you have to check is down." Don't know what the hell that means. Cop, still no reaction. "And why do you say that?" "Because I'm the guy that called to get on site and get it up again. Our hero did not get a fine this time. Instead, he got a police escort to his workplace." Literally, my 1-year-old can figure this stuff out. If this is the wrong sub, please let me know. I spent 3 shitty years in a call center, 2 of which I was roped into action as tech support. Despite the fact that I'd originally been hired to sell insurance, the calls I got made me weep for humanity. After my son was born, I decided not to return from maternity leave. I just couldn't handle staying up all night with a screaming newborn and then coming into our work and calmly asking people how the hell they can't see the huge red "Create an account" button smack dab in the middle of the page, but they can find our phone number in tiny font up in the corner to call and demand that we do it for them. Well, you guys, my baby is now a toddler, and I just had that misty-eyed, hand-on-heart, proud parent moment that you always hear about. My son was playing with his brilliant baby laptop, which is basically a bright plastic clamshell that plays music when the baby mashes the keyboard. Suddenly, the music stopped. The baby was confused. Further button mashing had no effect. I watched from the sofa as my son frowned, experimentally smashing the button harder. Then, as I looked on in amazement and pride, he turned it off and on again. "Welcome," it announced, the screen lighting up in a joyful display. My son contentedly returned to his button mashing, and I shed a proud tear. So what if your kid can say mommy and daddy and knows how to use a spoon? Mine can troubleshoot. This one's titled, "Hey, if you don't want your $1,000 gaming computer, I'll take it," because who wouldn't? This happened a while ago. I own my own computer repair business, and a customer called me up asking me to build them a computer. They had all the parts and just wanted someone to put it together, and they didn't trust themselves. It was a fairly high-end computer. They spent probably $2,000 on parts. I put it together with no issues, and they were very happy. When they picked it up, they asked if I could fix up one of their older computers so their kid could play together. The computer they bought, it was maybe 2 to 3 years old, but for the time was top of the line parts and probably cost $2,000 to $2,500. They bought a NVIDIA GTX 1070 and told me that it needs a hard drive and some extra fans. So I picked up a $100 hard drive, swapped in the 1070, installed the fans, and it ran like a dream, and I called them and told them it was ready. They were again really pleased and said they would be by later in the day. 3 days later, I called them again and asked when they want it, and they say they will be in the weekends. 7 days later, they say they will be by at the end of the day. 2 weeks later, I call and get no answer, so I leave a message and send them an email explaining that starting at the beginning of the next month, there will be a $20 week storage fee since it was over 30 days since it was completed. I called them in the middle of the week to again confirm they wanted it and explain the fee, but no answer, so I leave a message and text them. The week I call them and no answer, so I leave another message, email and text. On week 3, there was still no answer, but they called me back 2 days later explaining there was a family emergency and they were out of town and that they would be here within 2 days to pick it up. 3 days go by and they don't show up or call. On week 4, I called one last time and explained that this will be the last message they will get from me and I will hold onto the computer for 90 days, at which point I will assume you don't want it and I will take ownership. So we were over 100 days and I now have a very good gaming computer for the low investment of $100. Edit. Because a few people are criticizing me of taking advantage of a grieving family, let me clarify. I don't know what the emergency was, but all I know, it was some great aunt from Europe, and I have paperwork to say it's the company's, mine, after 90 days. Now, I pride myself on customer satisfaction, so I called them numerous times to try and verbally let them know it was ready, and if after a few months they contact me back saying for the computer, I will give it back to them. I'm not gonna lie, this person's kind as heck, but this is Reddit and I'm just gonna say that's bullshit. If you're getting a GTX 1070 for free, or they say $100 to fix it up, I don't care. You ain't giving it back if it's past 90 days. You had the contract, they failed it. I don't care, that's how life works. This person just played the hardball and they didn't call. If they explained everything clearly, they probably would have got the computer, but they dragged it on. And this is why I say to anyone, especially older people, communicate. If you have an issue with your work, assignment, anything, bills and debts, talk to someone, because if you don't, they're not gonna know and shit's just gonna get worse. Anyway guys, that's the end of the video. Sorry if I went on a little rant, because I have an RX 580 8GB overclock, and like a GTX 1070 is way better, and it's just like, jealous. That's the end of the video. Hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.